Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about the new re-released Marshall ShredMaster pedal. Alright, the pedal is now connected to one of the loops of my G-Lab, guitar system controller switcher, and the clean sound is this. So the signal chain is this time one of my signature ESP Japan custom shocks with EMG 81, 85 pickups, then into the pedal board, from the pedal board to the KH amp switcher, and I'm only using Marshall JCM99203X. I set it now to clean sound like you heard, so it's the low input and the settings someone's gonna ask anyway, and also for you to get an idea how this pedal acts with this amp with these settings, because obviously the sound, what kind of tone sound you get from the pedal depends also what kind of sound tone you have from your amplifier. So presence 4, bass 6, mid 4, treble 6, master 6, preamp 8, and like I said, the low input. So fairly clean, and the bridge pickup. Middle. Your basic clean tone. And then the ShredMaster, if I kick that in, you get a basically kind of like hot rodded JCM 800 in a box into, well, this time into clean 800. Okay, let's go through the controls. I tweak them and tell what I think about them. So first the gain. I'm noodling. So like you heard, it goes from, it's not just a ShredMaster, it goes from very mildly bluesy, nice overdrive to full on, you know, lots of gain. Okay, let's put it here where it was. Then the bass, contour and treble, they kind of affect each other. Let's go through the contour first, because that also affects the bass and treble response of the pedal. So when it's all the way to the left, there's a big wide Q mid bump. So you get this like a plexi type of mid focused overdriven, almost hunky tone if you're not careful. To really scoop tone. Listen when I increase the contour, what happens also in the bass and treble response. The volume is obviously quieter because, you know, the mids are now scooped, and I feel the scoop because the mid bump was really wide Q. I feel the scoop is a bit narrower. I might be wrong, but it's just how I hear it, you know, and then a little bit, it sounds at least to me. So what it does, it adds a bit bass and treble. Obviously, at least to me, it sounds like it adds quite a bit, but, you know, our brains tricks us, because now, before there was a big wide mid hump, so the mids were louder, so obviously we couldn't hear the highs and lows that well because the mids were so loud. Now when the mids are scooped, obviously the low end and the top end, the treble, they become more audible. But I feel, actually let's check from a manual, you know, usually basic man stuff, you don't check the manual, you just try to tweak. Contour. Use this control to change the character of the mid response. Yeah, this also enhances the treble and bass frequency. So I was right. It enhances though. It scoops the mids and it enhances bass and treble frequencies. So, at least to me, if I want to have this kind of mid scoop sound, I definitely will back up the low end, and this has a huge amount of low end. I mean, like I have now, what is 10 o'clock? Maybe even a bit more treble for this kind of early Metallica tone. here you can hear definitely, you know, around this when the high starts to increase. Then, as I back out the contour, the low end kind of disappeared a bit. The contour shift, it's a little bit similar than, you know, Black Star amps. I mean, they were ex-Marshall workers. They have the ISF control, where when it's left, like on this one, more mids, more kind of your traditional plexi style British tone. The more you increase it, dial it right, the more American voiced it becomes. So scooped, more lows, more treble. All right. Okay, and then the volume is just and if you crank it, you can also push the amp a little bit more to get even more distortion, but basically, at least how I would use it, just to set the relationship, you know, the volumes between your clean and overdriven tones. I feel this is, because it's been a while since I used to play these when these, you know, were available. This is the reissue version, and if I remember correct, this was the kind of the darkest of these, just this massive. I borrowed this one from great Swiss music store, Musics, so thanks again for letting me borrow this. This was the only one they had, but as soon as they have, you know, the other of this, you know, new pedal series, I will check them out. But this is pretty cool. Let's actually check with the Strat. So the name suggests that it's a, you know, ShredMaster high gain, but like you heard, it was did really well on lower gain stuff too. So let's put the neck pickup on the Strat. Again, the clean sound. And then the ShredMaster. Yeah, the mids, when you turn the control left, you have more mids and more volume, because the mid boost, I feel, it's pretty wide, so it adds also quite a bit of volume. So this is a Tokai Japan custom shop Strat, a Duncan 59, and these are some, I don't remember, some like old vintage low output pickups. These, and then I can split this to single coil. Yeah, it works pretty well. Okay, let's check out more metal tones with the Strat. Yeah, this has a huge low end, so you know, if you feel that your Strat is a bit thin, well, you can make it unthin with this. The guitar is a bit out of tune. Yeah, it was the high E that I suspected. Yes, works great with the Strat too. So you can get actually really nice, like bluesy, mild overdriven tones. Now, let's check it out with let's put the little brother on. I feel it's a bit kind of darker voice than, let's say, your overdriven 800 boosted with Bus SD1. But just wanna check it out. So it's first dial a kind of good, rock metal tone. Okay, then let's check this out with, so this is from 85. Yeah. That's a good old SD1 800 byte, okay? Oh yeah, so yeah, the ShredMaster, each darker. B5. Increase a bit of presence here. Less mids. Okay, 85 with SD1. You can actually get it quite close, probably the more tweaking, but in general, this is a bit darker. I remember correct, so this is the darkest, you know, it's almost set up like this. Well, it's more American voiced, kind of your 5150 or boogie style, you know, bite. Maybe that's what Marshall was going for. So it doesn't have that much of that classic British bite, which isn't a bad thing, because you know it's a different sound, but I think it's great sound. To be honest, I think I actually prefer this because I'm so used to 800 boosted with SD, that bite. But I really liked what this did with the Strat and like mildly overdriven tones, because sometimes, you know, if you boost a Strat into fairly clean amp, or if you have a Strat fairly clean amp, you add a, you know, basic overdrive, 2 screamer, SD1, they kind of cut the low end sometimes a bit too much with a Strat into clean amp. With this one, because the tone stack is really, it does a lot, so I could get a really good full mildly overdriven tone. So that's actually that I liked that the most. Okay, once more the pedal, and you know, then we're done. And oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention the cabinet. It's my Marshall 1960, you know, BV vintage cabinet with the Marshall vintage speakers, and I'm miking that with 2 Shure SM57s in the ShredMaster. Then it goes to my warm audio mic pre, and then into, you know, audio interface and Logic. So that's it. Yeah, even with a treble cranked, there's not that high silver. So this is voiced, just more American voiced like this. And when I back the contour and at mids, that reduces the low end and the treble even more. So if you're looking for to have a JCM 800 with bus SD1 in a box, you're not gonna get it with this one, but you're gonna get something else, which is not worse or, you know, better, it's just different. And with a Strat, it actually, this might work. Like you heard, it were actually pretty good, because Strat has a naturally, especially with single coils. And when you back the contour, it goes more to the plexi territory. So yeah, conclusion, really versatile pedal, a bit darker. I think the darkest of these, you can get, you know, plexi style overdriven classic Marshall tone without the bite, and then you can get a American voiced kind of 5150 Mesa Boogie style scooped tones. I don't know what was the intention. Maybe it was kind of muddied 800. Well, maybe some muddied 800. I don't usually like muddied amps. I mean, if the amp isn't doing what I want it to do, then it's not the right amp for me. My 800s, they are stock. I love them as they are boosted with SD1. at least I can't get, or I wouldn't buy this if I would want to have a 800 boosted with SD1 in the box. But that's just my personal opinion. But all the other stuff, mildly overdriven, American voiced, scooped metal tone, absolutely. Hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Until next time, all the best. Take care. Bye.